welcome to our podcast talking about Baddies, Caribbean. We missed a couple of videos, but let's get right to it. One of the main things that stuck out to me was, you know, Bianca and Mariah, everybody's been talking about how Bianca or Mariah or vice versa is not each other's friend. Um, Now, overall, I'm going to be honest with you. If you ask me, they was never friends, period.
Yep.
Not that, Mariah wasn't her friend, Bianca wasn't her friend. Y'all were not friends because there's no way that all of this can be going down with somebody that you were supposed to be close with for so many years.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I understand, where people want to say, okay, maybe Bianca, she wanted to get her some showtime or whatever. But I also can understand her wanting to stick up for her friend and Mariah not being completely honest that she settled things with Sapphire and Bianca's just thinking like, okay, I'm doing what a friend is supposed to do. But after that very first fight, Mariah's like, listen, I'm good. Like, I don't have a problem with her, don't have a problem with her. But the issue is that she spit on Sapphire, so now it's up. So now it's like you have to finish what started because now it's not about the Mariah situation anymore. So I understand her saying, like, listen, I'm not fighting, for Mariah. I'm not doing that. But unfortunately, it's not about Mariah anymore. It's about the fact that you spit. Bianca, unfortunately, it's up and it's stuck when it comes to that.
Right. Like I totally agree with that. I don't think they were ever friends to begin with. Maybe play friends, maybe pretending to be friends, but there's no way that just from what occurred, how quickly y'all turned on each other, especially when it came into the fight with oh man, I just lost her name. I just lost her
Sapphire
name. No, not
or
with Sapphire.
Asian
Asian
doll.
doll. Yeah, Asian doll. Because my, did Bianca hurry up and go run up in Asian doll corner. So
Did she really go run up in her corner though?
yeah, she was immediately talking to her and blah 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 blah. But remember,
They
that's
were
her
speaking,
friend.
but you know that that was a lie about where Biggie said that Bianca was whispering to her.
Well, I'm not
So
even
there was
talking about that. I'm just talking about from what we can see, like not talking about what Biggie said, but literally from what we could hear coming out of her own mouth. Remember, she was so gung ho. Mariah was her friend. She had to fight for her friend. Well, when her friend got in a fight with Asian Doll, what did she do? She went over there. She was chopping it up with her, and she was really talking to her. Even Asian Doll came and brought it up later and was saying about what she said, and she even said out her own mind, out of her own mouth. I know. I've been knowing Asian Doll. I've been knowing her since da 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 da. So you
right.
forgot
So
all
that's
about the fact that you had a friend named Mariah.
I don't know. I don't really agree with that. From what I remember, Asian Doll and Bianca, they had their issue. They solved their issue before Asian Doll came on the show. So they no longer had a problem with each other. That was squashed. They known
Right.
each other for a while, etc. Now, my only issue, I have no issue with the fact that Bianca stood next to Asian Doll. Like, maybe that's just where she was, and like I don't know. I would have to really watch it to see if she was on another side and purposely went over there. Maybe she wanted to speak to her, talk to her, like that. I can like, there's nothing wrong if she wants to talk with her. Doesn't Mariah Lynn talk to Sapphire? There's nothing wrong with that. If
I
she doesn't
agree.
have a problem with her and she's already known her, but they may not be like as close or whatever, but they still know each other. I don't see there's nothing wrong with her going and talking to her. What I
Yeah,
do see wrong is where Asian Doll said that when they had their conversation that, Mariah was going to try and sneak her or whatever. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's a lie. I don't really, follow Asian doll enough to know, if she lies about things like that or what. That to me would be the only issue. I don't think it's an issue that she went and stood over there.
So for
You
me,
never
it's not
know. I
that
mean, where was
it's not
Sapphire
why
standing?
it's
Maybe.
not that she stood over there for me. It's the fact that your friend just got her ass beat multiple different times, and you remember you're screaming and hollering about how much Mariah is your friend. Well, yeah, you may know Asian doll, and y'all may have put y'all's disagreements to the side, but did you go check on your friend? And immediately from that entire situation right there, all of a sudden now you not cool with Mariah no more. Now all of a sudden it's up with Mariah. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, nah, like they just was never friends. It's not the fact that she went and stood by her. It's not the fact that she squashed her beef with her. She squashed the beef before they even made it to where they were. It's the fact of how everything transpired and how quickly she turned on her. And if that was indeed your friend, even if I was good with both parties, I'm definitely gonna go see and about the one that got beat up.
I can understand about going to see about the one that got beat up, but she did have a lot of people already surrounding her to seeking, begging, and somebody else was already over there talking to her, trying to calm her down, etc. I can understand if Bianca was feeling away from before this. I can understand if Bianca felt like, you know what, I came in this house to stick up for you. You already knew what the plan was, and then you switched up on me. And then I get into a fight, every time I get into a fight, like for instance, we can talk about that night when they went to dinner before they went on they went to go do the ATV cars, ATV trucks or whatever how you call them. Before they went to go ride the ATVs, she when Asian Doll and Mariah was sitting there arguing, she got up. She got up and stood up almost as if she was going to be defending her. So it seems like the night before, she was ready to go ahead and defend her. But maybe that's when Mariah Lynn had a conversation with her and said, "Don't worry about it. I got it," etc. But I
Right.
also want to say, I still go back to saying that Bianca probably had already been feeling away. And I would have felt a way that when Tesehki got into a fight, that you went and tried to fight for Tesehki's battles. But
Yep.
when I'm over
Yep.
here fighting for you, there's nothing you can do for me. So
Yep.
she could have already had something brewing inside of her, feeling a kind of way.
True. Very true. Very true.
So I don't look at this as if Bianca is the fault here.
Oh no, I
Like,
think they're both at fault. I don't think they were ever friends. So really neither one can per se be at fault because I don't think they were real friends to begin with.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I say the way this initiated was from Mariah's actions. So I put this on Mariah. I still think that they were never really true friends. They said they were best friends. I think they were never really true friends. They just were associates that had a good time together.
Mm-hmm.
And they just mislabeled their friendship because they must have not had anything really real come, between them for them to know how they was going to react in these situations. I think
Right.
Bianca came into this ready to have her back and be all about her, and then she switched up on her. Mariah is probably running behind Tesehki in her every move and leaving Bianca to the sidelines. And like I also think it's funny that when all this is occurring while they are fighting, I think it's funny that Tasiki is over there saying, "Well, why is Bianca not doing nothing? Why are you not doing anything?" After Mariah jumps in all your fights, she acts like and Mariah from the first season that they both was on, Mariah was jumping in your fights. So why weren't you there to defend her?
My thing
What
is Tasiki doesn't need Mariah.
but she doesn't need her, but Mariah needs her.
Right. And
Okay.
but Tasiki never runs around screaming, like it's like Mariah is Tasiki's puppy dog.
So this brings me to that now we come to this episode and Anna is getting into it with Rollie, and now Tesehki looks like she ready to fight Rollie because
Rolly.
she
Yep.
said, "You not fighting Anna." She
Mm-hmm.
made multiple statements that said she will eat. She will do it. She made multiple statements, although she tried to get online either today or yesterday and say that she was never going to fight for Anna. You're lying. You're
Yeah, she's
lying.
definitely lying. Yeah, she's definitely lying.
If I was Mariah, I would feel away
Yeah.
because not once did she come to your, she didn't even defend you the way
She
she
just watched
defended
from the
Anna.
sidelines.
She watched from the sidelines while you got talked about so bad. And in this situation, Anna was the antagonizer.
Oh yeah, she definitely
Anna
was.
was the one that started all of it, but Tasiki was ready to finish it for her. In Mariah's situation, it was going both ways. But yet you want to go for it. They both small, they both tiny,
Hmm.
but yet you feel like Anna is the one that you want to sit there and defend.
That just goes to
Now,
show where her alliance is.
oh, facts, facts. Even though she's trying to sugarcoat it now and be like, no, that's not what I was doing because Anna put out a statement and Anna was like, listen, I'm not fighting for no friends for a friendship. And I don't expect nobody to fight for me. And that's when Tasiki responded and said, yeah, same here. And I wasn't going to fight for her. Yes, you was.
Yeah, she
Okay.
definitely was.
Tasiki,
If
I was a fan of Tasiki last season, but I am not a fan of Tasiki this season. I just I don't think she is as real as she's trying to come off as.
Yeah, I
I,
definitely, I was always indifferent to her, so I can't say I was a fan and I can't say I was not a fan. Like she just it's a indifference to me. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
But she definitely was gonna fight for Animac though.
right. So they sent Dia and Slim home, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it was perfect picks. Okay,
Me too. Me too. And the way Slim turned up. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was
it
wild.
was funny she turned up, but she didn't want to fight Meatball.
Yeah, she didn't want to fight me. She didn't want to fight nobody else that said that they had said it. She wanted to go for Diamond.
And they all said it. Not all
Yeah,
of
they
them, but
all
a
did.
lot of
And
them
she was
said.
like,
They was like, "We
yeah.
chose you."
And then she didn't want no smoke with none of them, but she went over there to go push Diamond off the back of the bar, and then Diamond tagged her ass up.
Diamond whooped her. Sure
What
did.
fucked her up? Got
Sure did.
up from behind that bar. I said, ooh.
I don't know what she thought she was doing or about to do, but it wasn't working for her.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm. She should have just left with her dignity because now you left with an ass whooping. So,
Like Dia did.
yeah.
Even though Dia went off, but it's like, girl, come on, man. You could have went home when y'all fought up on the hill or
Right.
the mountain, wherever they were at. You could have went home then.
Then she like acting like she was big and bad, talking about I'm not gonna be no replacement. And then they there go fucking Biggie.
There go Biggie. But in my mind, I'm like, Biggie, what you gonna do?
She just wanted
What
to
you
huff
gonna
and
do?
puff. You already know. She just
Exactly. You must.
I was a replacement, and I had to come back and do my big one.
She must have knew that Dia was not gonna fight her
Yeah,
because I don't care. To me, and I just got this, opinion this season. Biggie's scary as I don't know what.
she'll get in the paint, but she can't fight.
Right. She can't fight. She knows she don't want to fight.
Yeah.
She want to be able to talk her
And that's
stuff.
why I don't know why she be doing that, because she lets her mouth write a check that her ass can't cash. Like
Yeah,
every time.
she know daggone well, and she on social media still talking junk, and I'm like, girl, you still got to get to
Just
this
let it
reunion,
go. Just let it go. Rolly
right?
then sat there and apologized to you. She was the bigger person about it. Like, just let it go. You could have had some peace and harmony up in that house and not be feeling like whatever, whatever, whatever. But you just can't let it go. You just keep like singing that same old song.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, and it looks like next episode is when we're gonna get where Anna Mac apparently got into it with Mariah's mother. I don't think they're going to show that. And they also got Gretchen arguing with
With
Callie
Callie.
and calling her
Yes.
the N word. I don't think they're gonna fight.
I don't think they'll probably fight either, just because they just been so close and how close they were in proximity and wasn't no hands thrown. So I guess we'll see. But yeah,
Girl,
she definitely said the N word again.
let
She
me.
was like, "Now I'm offended."
I think because I've seen that they are friends, and I mean I'm not gonna say that people don't get on this show and then get into it and be friends after. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
they definitely do. Um, but I think they're gonna have that little argument. I don't think they're really gonna fight, and I think it's gonna move on from there.
Yeah, because in all actuality, they're all each other's got.
I guess right because they're cool. They made good. They made friends in the house. I'm surprised they
And
didn't send Gretchen home though. To be honest with you.
me too. And the way she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't me. I was just sitting in the corner being quiet." I'm surprised it wasn't her. But the reason why it wasn't her was because they at least had respect for Gretchen, because she stood her ground and she handled her business. Whereas Slim and Dia, they just kind of fell and nobody really even noticed that they were there.
Who do you think will be replacing them two? I'm definitely hoping that it's Nunu.
Is that the girl?
She's the baby mother to the football player. I can't think of his name right now.
I wonder if that's
Oh,
the one I think it is. I can't
she's the
remember
one
her
that
name, but I
she's
wanted
the
her to
one that
be.
beat up Dia.
I think that is her. I think that is her. And is she the one that was also like, whenever they picked everybody, she was the one who didn't get picked?
No, she's picked to stay. She didn't get sent home when they
So no,
eliminated
that's not,
people.
that's okay. So then that's not who I'm talking about then. The girl that I want to see be a replacement, they already picked one go around already, and she didn't get picked. And she was the
Oh,
one
she
that was
didn't
like,
get
"I'm
picked. Okay.
shocked."
They
Yeah,
sent
she was
home
like, "I'm
Heaven
shocked."
and Wendy.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go and look and see which one it was. But it's the one that was like, "I'm surprised they didn't pick me," and she was like real like
That's Heaven. That's
confident.
Heaven.
Okay,
She's the
yes,
one with the colored
Heaven.
hair.
Yes, that's who I
Yeah,
want. That's who I wanted. That's who I want
yeah,
to
that's Heaven.
replace.
I believe Nunu stayed, Big Keva stayed, and for some reason I thought there was like one more girl that stayed. I mean, there's so many damn girls. But so I'm sure that definitely means Nunu's coming, and maybe Big Kiva, Big Keva, whatever her name is. And I don't remember if there was one more girl.
There
Maybe that was
was, and
it.
I
So
don't.
maybe it's just them two that are coming.
Yeah, and that would make sense because they only kicked off two.
Okay, so it was probably four of them, and the two that they kicked off, the two probably left. But they also said that there's another house just for the replacement. So like when
I'm
they
wondering how many are really there.
right, like did Heaven and the other girl go home, or are they just in the replacement house? Like, because it ain't
Okay,
like we get cameras in the replacement house.
right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. And I was kind of surprised that they didn't send Bianca home either, to be honest with you.
Me too, because she would have been a prime example to take be home to. It sounded like she ready to go home at this point.
Yeah, in my mind, I was thinking she's gonna leave on her own.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, especially after somebody was like, "You ready? Oh, Sapphire, you ready to go home?" Oh, let me tell you. This is what I did want to touch on. Sapphire and her notepad and this big
Mhm.
pencil.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then Natty like, "Did you get that, Sapphire?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god.
I'm not a
Oh my
fan of
god."
Sapphire.
I'm not
I'm
I'm
not a
not
fan
I'm
of
not
her.
a I'm not a fan of her either, and I just think it's really extra that she got
Yeah,
that
it is.
notepad and her pencil, like everybody ain't there to hear what's going on.
I hope she doesn't come back next season.
Me too. I could
I'm done with
definitely do
her.
without her.
I'm
I could
done
do
with her.
without her, Mariah Lynn,
Right.
Bianca.
Right.
I
I could do without Animac. I could do
like
without
Anna.
Real Talk. They all can go. I'm being real with you. I used to
It's like
Tesehki
just
would used to be one of the ones that I'd be like, no, I want her to stay. They all can go. Every last one of them can go. Honestly,
I like Scotty. Um Anna
I
Mac, I
think
like
Scotty's
her,
the
but
only one that
she's
got some damn sense.
yeah. I like Anna Mac, but she do be being like super extra. So I do like her, but she do be doing too much. Biggie be doing too much. Rollie got on a real high horse now. I don't even know what the next season's gonna bring with her because now she done got her body done. She don't know how to act. So I already know that's just about to be, oh Lord, a shit show. And who else is on there? Pretty much, yeah. The rest of them can go.
Diamond, Tinka,
Diamond definitely
Jayla,
can go. Tinka can definitely go.
Meatball,
Jayla,
Gretchen, Callie.
they can
Callie
be,
can stay.
yeah.
Callie can stay. I let
Yeah,
Callie stay because Callie
I
hasn't.
haven't seen enough of her. I haven't
Right,
seen enough of her yet.
right. I ain't seen enough for her to make me be like, nah. Of course, we know Natalie's not going anywhere. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Tune in next week. Bye.
Bye.
And you heard it here between these lips. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you enjoyed the video.